Seems so. Let's go back to our text and let's jump over to the main tab and let's try an activity. Let me see here. Let's try the activities right here. Let's see if these load. Okay, these are loading fine. Animal tissues, epithelial, connective, muscular, and nervous tissues. So let's try this. Preview the activity. Select the down arrow. Now, there's a few things to note in Lrnr. First of all, these are the kinds of questions. So this is match a list by drag and drop. So you're going to drag these selections over and drop them right here to match them up. And because we're in practice or activities, we can actually show the answer there, which is very handy. One thing to note, this little ladybug icon right here, this is actually where you would report a problem with a question. That question, if it's something that had been reused a few times over the course of the semester, if students' grades were affected by it. So what happens is we get an indication, we go in on the back end, we find where the problem was, fix that, and then we actually update everything on the students and your side. So if the grades need to be adjusted based on the original grading parameters, we do that automatically. So it's a service that we provide for you. Doesn't involve instructor time at all or faculty time. You just let us know when something is wrong and then we fix it. You also have a help down here at the bottom. So if you click that, you can reach us. There's obviously a strong search parameter, and that gives you access to a large help guide. But if you just simply need chat help, we're always available. So these are the different kinds of questions. And because there's so many kinds of questions in biology and anatomy and physiology, it's unlikely that you're going to run into situations where the students will be able to locate them online. With OER materials, after a while, those materials tend to be shared and reshared. Websites have the answers to them. Students take advantage of that. But with Lrnr, that's never an issue because we're constantly refreshing and updating our content. So let's go back over to practice quiz so you can get a sense of that. We'll choose something that's a little more interesting. So the cardiovascular system, the heart. So we'll preview that. Drop. All right. So if you click on each one of these, you'll see this is a multiple choice question. And the interesting thing about it is that questions can morph between different functions. So if you have a fill in the blank and the student guesses wrong, then that can actually morph into a multiple choice. So they're able to get some percentage points back, not 100%, as if they were able to actually answer the question outright. But Lrnr adapts and is able to give students other options so that they can at least get partial credit. The other thing that's nice about our testing system is it allows the student to get almost correct answers grammatically and spelling. In most cases, we can identify if they were about 95% correct. So if there's like a spelling error, if there's a vowel misplaced, we can probably identify it and it would be okay. So they would get that question right where other systems may not. So let's jump over to an activity so you can get a sense of those. The really interesting activities are related to obviously the human body. So let's try the cardiovascular system, the blood, and this is histology. We'll click preview. So this is a preloaded image, and all quizzes can be augmented with your own questions. So if you have an image like this, you can easily drag and drop answers into it and create a test or a question. Those are then added into my bank, and I will jump over and show you what that is. So as you're creating these my bank questions then are populated here. You can create topics and group them together. Let's open one up so you get a sense of it. So this is a cadaver image that has been preloaded. You can highlight different areas of the body and then make that part of the test. You can also add other elements, so different questions or a diagram to it. And each one of these tests, as they're created, they're also available to your other fellow faculty members or teachers. So it's possible to create them and then reshare them among the different faculty. Always keep in mind that the grades are synced automatically with all the major learning management systems. So that's Canvas, D2L, Brightspace, Moodle, Blackboard. There's never any issue with you doing your grading in one system and then having to export or try to move them into another. It's all seamlessly integrated. So something else of interest, we have the live beta. So this is actually an in-class or in-session testing service. It allows you to sprinkle in testing questions as you're going through your lecture slides or maybe at different points of the class. Works virtually or in class. And as you might have already been aware, there's services out there like this. They're typically extra. People will charge some amount for you to access them. And but with Lrnr, it all comes straight built into the system itself. So it's very easy for you to use all of these extra things without requiring you to subscribe to something else. So once you have created let's say you created your questions, we can go over to assignments, jump into those. So you have different sections after you've created your assignments. So for example, here's a homework section, digestive system. You can duplicate that. So you can set all of these up. You can duplicate ones that make sense and then edit the contents. You also have the option of deploying across the class section if you need to. And you can also copy and put it into a folder so that your fellow faculty members, professors, they're able to access your course as well. So it prevents duplication of work and effort. It takes a lot of time to set up these courses. Everyone knows that it's probably the least fun part of the job. So we heard that, and we're trying to make it as easy as possible. Another thing to note is when you're first getting started with Lrnr, you're able to customize your classes to whatever degree you like. So if we go back over to the Learn section here, so if you want to have certain sections available in your course, you can customize it to whatever extent that you want. It's not a one size fit all. Every faculty member is interested in having the course the way they like it, and we understand that. So as part of our onboarding process, we go through and we upload everything the professor or faculty member would want. It's just something we do automatically. There's never any charge for it. It's all built right in. So the interesting thing about our learning is we also have three-dimensional designs, cadavers as well. So if I jump over into the activities, we'll see. Let me see if we have some right here. Anatomy of the nervous system. No, that's probably not a great. Okay, axial skeleton is perfect. So this is cadaver. So if we jump into the cadaver, these are actually questions. So you'll see that this particular one is an image, but if you click on the model and then you click back, so this one goes over to cadaver, and this question actually should highlight what you need. Looks like it's not working correctly. Normally you would click A, B, C, D, but I don't see it highlighting here. And then you'd move them around. Okay, let's try the solution. Aha, okay. So you select A and then you click on it, B and then you click on it. So you're able to use cadaver and tissues, also virtual virtual bodies as well. So those are all built in. They're not an additional an additional part of the course. It's all just part of the learner experience, and it's just what we do. So those are the activities. We have thousands of questions. You can create your own questions. Everything syncs with your learning management system. Our onboarding process is simple and customized, and we have that library model that allows students that need that break on their textbook and lower costs. We allow them to use all 21 of our courses with just the $80 per year. So we feel it's a really great deal for people. If you have any questions, my name's Clifton. Please feel free to reach out to me at clifton@Lrnr.com, or you can contact us through the website below, shoot us a message on our live chat, or you can leave a message in the comments below. Whatever you like. If you're studying anatomy and physiology, or you're interested in learning some of the other subjects we have on our website, learnfast.com, happy to help you anytime. Thanks for stopping by.